So welcome. I am happy to serve in this capacity right now. I've been doing as many meditations as I can on Facebook since COVID began. I understand that, thanks Willow, I understand that it's been a super difficult time for all of us and that our resources have dwindled. And what's interesting is that sometimes the outside resources dwindle and we forget our interior resources, and so hopefully I can give you some support in that. So I've got a ton of meditation videos up here, so please feel free to browse through the archived ones. I looked at myself up on YouTube today, and there's actually a ton of meditation videos from the core at La Encantada, so there will be more and more available for you. So today I wanted to talk to you about, because this has been a topic, you know, people are wondering, when are we going to return? When are we going to return to normal? And being a military mom, there's this term that's used, this is your new normal. And I hate that term. So you should know, if you ever sort of approach me with that, that's one of my least favorite terms. And first of all, I hate the word normal. So which of us, if you can raise your hand, which of us feels like we're normal? Nobody. We never feel, and we're striving for that. You know, when we kind of want to be normal, we're striving to feel great all the time, or to be part of a group or something. So the idea of being normal, an old or new normal, is super unattractive to me. So we may not get used to the way things have changed. And the fact is, we aren't going to return to what was. We're just not. It's not going to be the same. You know, life after 9/11 wasn't the same. Travel was never the same. So if what we're doing is holding our breath, crossing our arms and tapping our feet and waiting for things to return to the way they were, we're going to be awfully disappointed, and we're going to be not in the moment that we are, because that's futuristic thinking. It's funny thing is, return to normal or return to our old life is both future and past thinking, right? I hope in the future I can get back to my past. It's like a movie, right? And none of that is present moment awareness or present moment thinking. So we're not really where we are. Now, things are really difficult still in a lot of ways, and I get that. So there's this discomfort with going, well, I can't handle the idea of things staying the way they are right now. So what do I do? So it can be depressing, scary to think, oh my gosh, things are not going to return, nothing's going to return. But the upside of this is that there is one place that you can return to again and again and again and again, and it is always the same. It's your heart, it's your center, it's internal. It's that place within you that in yoga we might call the Sushumna or the Stumbha, that solid foundation within you that is never changing. See, everything that we're trying to get back to has changed and will continue to change. So when we talk about, and when I'll guide you through a meditation, when we talk about returning to center, it is consistent, it is pure, it is love, it is beauty. And so every single time you return back there, you can be sure that that's what you're coming to. Everything in our external world is changeable. So even those things that you thought you could rely on are going to leave. You haven't lived in the same exact house all of your life for most of us. You haven't driven the same car. You haven't had the same job. You probably haven't even had the same partner your whole life. Your spouse, your siblings, your parents, they're not going to be here all the time. So when I talk about returning to center, this is that place within you that is always the same. And like I said, the meditation will take you through that. If you come on, I'll be checking in. If you come on, just let me know you're here. Say hi. And again, I'm sorry about the earlier recording. Technology has taken us through this pandemic, through this crisis. Technology has supported us through this, allowed us to be together. But again, it's not permanent. It's part of that changeable world. So my technology left me this morning, and so I come back to you because that's my commitment. I'll always come back, but I won't be here forever, but your center will. So let's take a comfortable seat and we'll engage in a meditation together. So comfortable seat means wherever you are. If you're in a chair, if you are on the floor, on a cushion, on a couch, there is no right or wrong way to sit for meditation. So just make sure you're comfortable. And then you can allow the eyes to close down gently, and that's if you want to, right? You can even have the eyes open to slit to let some light in. There are open-eyed meditations. This is your gift. This is your time. We will, though, first connect with the breath. So watch your breath. We say breathe and know that you're breathing. Connecting with the inhale, connecting with the exhale. Just for a moment, being aware of the breath, not controlling or orchestrating the breath in any way, just being aware of your breath. The first step in a return to center is this return to the breath. Your breath has been here from the moment you were born. It will be here until your last. So it's a great way to return to your own center. Your breath is your own. It sustains and it sustains you. So there are different vehicles, different ways to pay attention to the breath. For some of us, we might get a feel of the air coming in. You might be auditory and focus on the sound of your own breath. You might be a visual learner and you might see the breath coming in and out. Sometimes we can give it a color. So however you feel is your way of experiencing your breath. Feeling it come in and out, listening to the sound of the breath, seeing the breath. We want to place as much attention as we can on the breath for now. This is also a gift of present moment awareness. Your breath is happening right now. We seldom think, wow, on Friday at 2 o'clock I'm going to breathe. Right? It's always with you. It's always happening. It's just yours. If you should have difficulty breathing, it's okay. There's not a gauge for what is the right breath or the right quality of breath. If you're living, you're breathing. Now, generally, the mind will wander. Maybe after a few moments paying attention to the breath, the mind decides it needs to go somewhere else. No worries. When you notice your mind has wandered, bring your attention back to the breath. Watching the inhale, feeling the exhale, returning to a centered state of being to begin with. And then we'll check in with the muscles of the body. I'll lead you through a gentle body scan. First bringing the awareness to the low jaw, allowing the low jaw to release and even slide back so that the lips and teeth part gently. This might help to extend the neck, creating a clearer channel for the breath, also releasing any tension in the jaw. We love to hold tension in the jaw. And then moving to the forehead, allowing the skin of the forehead to be smooth. The eyebrows can fall and move out toward the temples. You can feel the skin around the eyes then might relax as well. Bring the awareness to the muscles at the sides of the scalp, just above and around the ears. It's another place we love to hold tension. So just release those muscles just above and around the ears at the sides of the scalp. And we may have to go through and check in with these places again. It's okay. Allow the muscles at the sides of your throat to release. The corners of your mouth might turn up gently when all this tension in the head and the face is released. Allow any tension in the shoulders to just pour out through the arms, through the hands. There's a bindu point in the palm of the hand that releases energy, so you maybe turn the palms up. Feel the arms hang just heavy by the sides. Nothing for them to do. Feel the chest expand with the breath. So on the inhale, there's spaces in between your ribs. Allow those spaces to open like an accordion. Now on the exhale, you can keep the chest cavity open. And just allow the chest to fall slightly, so we don't want to collapse completely. And then allow your belly to be soft and full. In the West, we put a very high premium on tight abs. Right? For now, let that go. Nobody can see you. Let the belly go softly. Think Buddha belly. Releasing any tension around your abdomen. Feel the hips weighty into the seat beneath you, allowing the thighs, the legs, the feet, the hands to just release. Nothing to be done now. Notice how you feel in your body when you surrender, when you give up the tension you thought you needed to get through the day. And breathe into that space. So when we worry, when we're concerned, when we anticipate, we can get contracted. So we want to expand with the breath. With every breath, think about expanding, opening to your own center. And we'll gently place the left hand in the center of the chest and place the right hand over it. This is similar to, but not exactly the same as the Compassionate Heart meditation. So with this firm hold in the center of your chest, allow this to be a reminder of where is the center of my being. In the West, we often think the mind is our center, our control center. And today, and in yoga, we recognize the heart as the center of our being, the hridaya. What if we knew that the heart was our center? What if we made our choices and our decisions? What if all of the communication that we shared came from our heart, from this center? Now as you breathe into that space, recognize that all that exists there in the center of your being is bliss, joy, peace, love. Breathe into that knowledge, into that awareness, that everything on the surface of life has all the colors and can change rapidly but at the very center, in the core of your being, is only, consistently, peace, love, and bliss. If you come up with other emotions, maybe some that are not so enjoyable, know that you are still somewhat resonating on surface awareness, and that's fine. When you get down to the center of your being, all that exists, peace, love, and bliss. Breathe into that space. This is your center. You can return to this center at any time. Again, if the mind wanders to the surface of your awareness, no worries. Once you recognize that, gently bring the awareness back into center. And it helps to have this physical connection, holding the heart center. Breathing into the hands. It's kind of like giving that center of your being a hug. Notice how the body feels when you resonate here, in the center of your being. Now gently take the right hand down to the solar plexus. So it's just below that heart center. This is where you might feel the warmth of the sun coming in, feeding your physical body. So this connection to the heart center and to the physical manifestation of your body acts as a reminder this is not only an expression of me in meditation. I can actually present in the world from this heart-centered place. I can use my humanity in the world to express myself as a heart-centered being. Continue to breathe into that space of centeredness. Nothing fluctuates. Everything's the same. Consistent peace, love, and bliss. First for you, a peaceful place for you to be. Right now. And then with the awareness in the solar plexus, I can experience this in the world as well. I can be this in the world as well. This is a center you can return to and rely on all the time, anytime. Once again, reminding yourself that in the center of your being is only peace, love, bliss, and you can return there anytime. And as you're ready, you can release the hands, return your hands to the lap, however they may fall now. They might fall one on top of another, or palms up or palms down. Deepening the inhale, bringing your awareness just a bit back up to the surface. back into the moment, back into the body, back into the room where you are. Into our material world, so we want to bring that centeredness back out with us. It doesn't have to only last during our meditation. I like to check in with my neck because that's where I hold tension. You can stretch if you'd like, and then we'll just gently begin to blink the eyes open. I like to look around the room. I know that I'm changed, and so are you after every single meditation you do. It has an effect. It changes our biology, changes our DNA, it changes our attitude. There's so much affected when you meditate that I like to take that moment and look around and go, well, I'm looking around this room as a new person. I'm looking around this world in a changed way. And sometimes relationship looks different to me. The world looks different. And offer yourself that. You know, I'm so honored to be offering you these meditations when I can. And again, I apologize for the glitch this morning. I'll post this to all the places that I posted that. I'm thrilled for you to join me. I do meditation support. I offer soul readings. I teach mantra meditation. So let me know how I can support you during this time and the time to come as we move into a new way of being, as we move into the opportunities that we've been given at this time. So with all the love, joy, and respect that I can offer, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Amanda Freed. Have a wonderful day.